All right, components of energy expenditure. Why do we eat food? It is to give energy for the body. And what is the purpose of the energy? It is to supply energy to be able to address the things that use up energy in your body. Number one, metabolism. So it's basal metabolic rate. That's the main bulk of your energy consumption. We call it BMR. And then you have your physical activity that accounts to 30% of your total energy requirement. And you have your 10% very specific dynamic action of food or the thermic effect of food. So pag kumakain ka, nagbo-burn ka rin pala ng a few amount of energy to metabolize what you eat. Okay? So when you are a growing child, you add energy to support growth. Okay? So as an adult, ano po yung tatlo? What are the three components of energy expenditure? Yung pinakamalaki, it's your basal metabolic rate. Okay? Followed by your physical activity and then your specific dynamic action of food. Okay? So let's proceed. We define what is basal metabolic rate. Okay? It's the largest component of energy expenditure. Okay? Energy used at rest. Therefore, you don't spend excess energy for activity. Okay? Eh, Doc, at rest pala eh. Bakit may energy pa? Because everything inside you is working. Do we follow? Okay. Everything inside you is metabolizing. Therefore, we need energy to support that. Okay? And actually, it's a great amount, 60%. Okay? Tingnan natin to. Pag natutulog ba, let us see. If you sleep a lot, what do you think happens to your energy usage? Your energy basal metabolic rate. Tataas ba o bababa? Pag panay kang tulog.
Baba.
Okay, bababa. So, ang BMR mo bababa pag lagi kang natutulog. So, you will store energy. Kaya yung store ka ng energy, nagiging adiposity. So, tataba ka rin. Pag Bea, pag tulog ka ng tulog, tataba ka. Nung bata kayo, okay lang kasi you need extra for growth. 'Di ba? Tulog kayo nung bata kayo, siesta. Ngayon, pinipigilan ka na ng siesta ng nanay mo, tulog ka naman ng tulog, baliktad. Nung bata ka, gusto mo laro ka ng laro. Ngayon naman, gusto mo tulog ka ng tulog kasi kapos sa tulog, no? But take note, class, no? Energies, when you have regular exercise, ito din naman ang stress natin, that's the main purpose of introducing you to a physical activity because not everyone is engaging in regular physical activity and we need that. Bakit kailangan regular exercise? That's the time when you do it regularly or every day or at least every other day that you convert your fat to muscle mass. All right? And when muscle mass is more, it speeds up metabolism because muscle uses more energy than fats. Fats is a storage form of energy. So why would it use up energy? It stores it, no? So if you have more muscles that replace your fats, there's faster metabolism and will promote weight loss. Do you follow? Kaya kailangan regular ang exercise. So Doc, bakit po hindi tayo nagzuzumba everyday? Ewan ko sa inyo. Dahil pinilit ko lang kayo. Pero ako, as much as possible naman, I do it also regularly. Or else, mas mataba ako kesa sa what you see right now. Okay? So at least there should be effort really in doing that. Okay? So what are the factors that increase or decrease your basal metabolism? So kung gusto kong mas mag-metabolize ako, ano bang dapat? O dapat mas may lean body mass ka. Dapat may physical activity and exercise ka. We explained it, no? It increases metabolism because lean body mass increases energy consumption. Ito wala tayong magagawa. Medyo biased ang nature. If you're male, you have more testosterone, it uses up more energy kasi. Okay? So compensate ka dapat. Pag female ka, dapat active ka rin. Okay? Ito stress, Dok, kaya pala ako pumapayat kasi I am so stressed. Okay? So, di ba? Super stressed, no? So that is also one that burns a lot of energy. And digestion. What do I mean by digestion here? It is regular metabolic digestion of nutrients that will also speed up metabolism. That's the thermic effect of food. Okay? It's opposite starving and dieting. Kasi hindi ka nagsistimulate ng metabolism pag nagsistarve ka. Okay? So, fat mass is opposite lean body mass. Ano pa yung pinaka-sedentary living? Opposite siya. Ano pa? Yan, no? Sleep class, no? So, if you sleep would definitely decrease energy for basal metabolic rate. Okay? Remember that. Kasi mamaya when we compute, you will see the difference when you sleep a lot. Okay? So, ito ha, physical activity, second largest component. Can I increase it to as much as the BMR? Of course. Ito, talagang hinanap ko to. How exercise makes you smarter and a better student. Dok, mapapagod lang ako, 'di ba? Iba kasi yung recharge when you exercise, correct? And it disrupts the momentum of just sitting there and studying always. Kailangan na iba kang gawin. And one more thing, it will make you happier. Okay? It will improve your mood. So you will be refreshed when you study again. Okay? So, you walk your way to health. Dok, kailangan ba I have all the gadgets? I should have a mini gym at home? Diyos ko, buhatin mo lang yung aso mo, di ba? buhatin mo siya, enjoy pa siya. Di ba? Or 30 minutes of just walking. Dok, pandemic, di ka may palalabasin. O di kumilos ka lang ng kumilos sa bahay. Kaya nga, regular aerobic exercise will do the trick. Just a max of 20 to 30 minutes a day is okay. Alright? Yan. Specific dynamic action of food is also called thermic effect of food. Ayan, no? Production of heat above the basal level during digestion and absorption of food. So, if you digest and absorb, basta you don't eat a lot, you stimulate metabolism, you spend around 10% of your energy. Okay? For thermic effect of food. Okay? And definitely additional for growth. But for adults, hindi naman natin ina-account na yan. Okay? All right, so proceeding on to your energy requirement. Energy is equivalent to work. If you have energy, you can do work. And for nutrition, we measure it as kilocalories. Ito class ha, pag nakita nyo capital C, it already is talking about kilocalories. Pag small c, that's just the ordinary calories. So how much is a kilocalorie? It's 1,000 calories. Okay? So lagi ang measurement natin, kilocalorie siya. Okay? Pag wala siyang label, we have to assume that it is kilocalories. Okay? All right. So, please remember the 449 rule. Okay? 449 rule, what does that mean? Sige nga, any nutritionist in the class? Wala. Siyempre, sasabihin niyo wala. Meron bang nutritionist? Ano ibig sabihin ng 449 rule? Memorize niyo na yan. Dok, meron kang hindi sinasama, may 7 pa eh. Mamaya na tayo sa 7. 449 rule muna. When you say 449, ano ibig sabihin? If I burn 1 gram of carb, it gives me 4 kilocalories. If I burn 1 gram of protein, it gives me also 4. If I use up 1 gram of fat, it gives me, mas malaki, halos more than double, 9 kilocalories. And alcohol. Ang saya-saya, may 7 kilocalories ang alcohol. Okay? So, which is the basic energy source of the body? Alam niyo, yan ang yield niya. So, anong pinaka-main source natin ng immediate energy? Let's see. Okay? Carbohydrates. Correct? Carbohydrates, no? Dok, konti lang naman siya. Tsaka pareha siya ng protein. Bakit hindi protein? Kasi tandaan nyo, di ba, protein, it's harder to digest and absorb proteins. And one more, to be able to metabolize protein, you need excess energy to power the urea cycle. Correct? So, ang gastos nito, gusto mo nga immediate supply of energy, tapos gagamit ka ng protein. And one more thing, we don't use energy coming from protein as our basic form because it's used for building and repairing tissues. So, ayaw natin siyang gamitin for energy, although it can be a source of energy. Okay? So, carb is the main thing. Fat, as we mentioned, it's not soluble in the blood, and it's more of a storage form of energy. Kaya dami-dami niyang pwedeng i-store. 9 kilocalories. Okay? Alcohol. Dok, ang saya nito. Hindi siya sobra, hindi rin siya sobrang kulang. Mas more siya sa carbs, Pero take note, if you're using alcohol, no? For the gentlemen na if you're using alcohol here, a lot, what happens, you don't have, it impairs your intake of the regular nutrients. Okay? So, ano nangyayari? you will eventually have undernutrition also because you don't meet the enough amounts of carbohydrate, protein, and fats. Okay? Alright. So, yan na. Class, ito na yung how you compute for your energy requirements. This is now your tool to be able to answer the experiment. Okay? So, dapat alam natin paano gawin. Although it's self-explanatory, but we have to discuss it in detail so that you will have correct answers and you can apply it when you also go to third year and in your clinical practice. No? So when you come about TEE, TER, and TCR, what does that, when you come across these terms, it means one thing. No? It's just the amount of calories that you need in a day. So pwedeng total energy expenditure, total energy requirement, and TCR, total caloric requirement. Okay? So this is your experiment class. Anong napapansin nyo? It's on page 51 to 53, nag-adjust of your manuals. Okay? So yan siya. It has a point equivalence already, napapansin nyo? Kaya Dok, pag wala ko nilagay dyan, wala ka ring points. You please complete it. Dok, hindi ako nagbe-breakfast. Pero nag-AM snack ka naman. So yun na lang ilagay mo sa breakfast mo. Tapos yung iba mong snacks, i-distribute mo na lang. At least it's representative in a day. Ito kulang to, hindi ko na pinicturean yung dinner and snacks. Okay? But you have a complete list in your, complete table in your manual. Okay? So you have to supply this value so that you can compute. Okay? And I will also give you a copy of the food exchange list so that you can derive the amount of nutrients that you take in a day. Okay? So let's go one step by step how to solve this experiment. No? So okay, so we go factorial method. What are the three components that you have to compute for? Basal metabolism, physical activity, and SDA of food. Doc, bakit may C yung BMR? It's corrected BMR. Bakit siya corrected? Again, what will sleep do? Ito kasing BMR is the amount of energy metabolized for the 24 hours. But energy usage for 24 hours for basal metabolism. But when you sleep, we mentioned, you have to correct because it lessens the energy for BMR. Okay, you'll see that later. Okay? O, physical activity nyo class. Ano ba ang gagamitin namin, Doc? Sa physical activity, tingnan nyo yung table, pili kayo, ano kayang gagamitin nyo? What is your physical activity as a medical student? Nasa bed rest ba? Sana naman wag sa bed rest, ha? So, Doc, what is the acceptable? It is what? You can go 30% sedentary or light, 50%. Okay? So, there. Pwede rin mag-moderate kung everyday kang nag-exercise, pwede naman siya. Okay? O kaya meron kang sideline, trabahador ka, or whatever, kargador ka, pwede yan. Okay? Okay, now let's move on to your calculation. How do we compute? O, ayan na yung computation mo. Okay? So, your height, you should get your height. Ang requirement mo, height and your actual body weight. Okay, let's go for the height first. O, paano may ko-convert to centimeters? Kasi what you need is kilogram and centimeters. So if you have it 5 feet 4, factor is 2.54, you get 160 centimeters. Okay? And this is now your weigh-in. You have to weigh. You are, for example, 65 kilograms. Doc, will I use the actual body weight to compute for my energy requirement? Kasi yun ang kailangan mo. Or do I use ideal body weight? Okay? You have to know your ideal body weight. Okay? So how do I compute ideal body weight? You have to use this, no? You have two ways, Tannhauser method and Fernando's method. For our purpose, we will use first the Tannhauser method. So sa experiment nyo naka-identify doon, use Tannhauser method. So how do you do Tannhauser method? You use the height in centimeters, okay? Minus 100. Oh, height minus 100. So 160 minus 100 is 60. Okay? What is 10% of 60 is 6. 60 minus 6 is 54 kilograms. So, ganun lang siya kadali. So, a 5 feet 4 or a 160 centimeter tall person should be averagely weighing 54 kilograms. Ano yung actual body weight ni patient? 65 kilograms siya. Oh. Diba? So, Doc, when I compute for my energy requirement, anong gagamitin ko? Yung actual or yung ideal? Siyempre, yung ideal. Kasi gusto mo maabot yung ideal body weight. Okay? So, you use this. Okay? So, let's proceed now. How do I compute now for my energy expenditure in a day if I use my ideal body weight? Okay? You determine the number one component based on metabolism muna tayo, based on metabolic rate. Compute it for 24 hours. So, ang dali lang niya, get 54 kilograms, your IBW, multiply it by 24 hours. Constant na yung 1 kcal per kilogram. So, 54 times 24 is 1296. Doc, can I round it off to the nearest whole number? Of course, you may. No, para mas, anyway, these are just estimation, so you may round it off immediately before computing for the next. Okay? Moving forward, we correct BMR. Ano sabi natin? What's the effect of sleep? Bababa ang metabolism mo. Okay? So, punta tayo sa correcting BMR. O yan, nako, ang saya ng pasyente mo. Sleeping 8 hours a day average, no? Kayo ba, may ganyan pa kayo? Parang hindi naman ata totoo yan. Di ba? Nakakatulog pa ba kayo ng 8 hours? Yung iba, yes, doc. Add everything kasama yung tulog sa klase. No? So, pwede yun, no? So, average ang medical student, 5 hours. Okay ka na dyan. Okay? Ito, 8 hours siya. So, what do you do with the 8 hours? So, kayo, anong gagamitin nyo? 5 to 6 hours? Kung may 4 hours, yung parang pakabayani effect, okay lang din. No? Pero mga 5 hours ang ginagamit nyo. So, 8 hours times your IBW again, times 10%, you get it 53.2. Anong gagawin ko dito? Ito yung decrease ng BMR mo because you sleep. Therefore, the original BMR, you subtract the effect of sleep and then you get 1253. Okay? Round it off na to the nearest whole number. Alright? Okay, so that's the corrected BMR now. Yun na ngayon ang gagamitin natin to get your physical activity. Which is, anong sabi dito? Yung case natin, 75% siya ang ginamit niya kasi moderate physical activities daw siya. So 75 times the corrected BMR is 939. Plus, what do you notice? Pag mali ka sa simula, nag-chain reaction, mali na yung values mo. Okay? So my advice is, siguro kung may body kayo, body system, you can ask for your friend to check your activity. Share mo lang yung link nung ginawa mo, tapos siya, babaturin niya sa'yo para ma-check yung ginawa. That way, when you discover that may mga mali, ano nangyayari? You learn also because you can detect the mistakes of others. Correct? So, that's one strategy that you can do. Kung may friend ka, uy, tingnan mo naman kung tama yung ginawa ko. Or you can force your classmates to have a body system in the group na i-check nyo before you submit your experiment so that you're sure that correct yung ginawa. Kasi bakit? It's graded as a CBL grade also. So, sayang naman if you can perfect this experiment and you can have a high grade, okay, in your case-based reports, okay? So, you now compute for the specific dynamic action of food, okay? What do? You add the corrected BMR and physical activity and get 10%. So, ayan na siya. 219, round it off to the nearest whole number, pwede naman. Okay? And then, once you have all the values, you add them all together and then you get 2,400 kilocalories. Again, we can round off to the nearest 50s when you arrive at the TER. Okay? So, ang pasyente pala natin is 5 feet in 4 inches tall, 160 centimeters, although weighing 65 kilograms, should just be obtaining 2,400 calories a day to support energy. Okay? Okay? How do I get that amount of energy from the food that I eat? Okay? So this is the RENI for your carbohydrate, protein, and fats. So, carbohydrate has a range of 55 to 70%, protein has 10 to 15%, and your fat is 20 to 30%. Sino ang which is the main source of energy by the body? Pinakamadami, carbs. Doc, range siya. How do I choose which is the ideal? So the ideal distribution for carb, protein, and fat is a 60, 10, 30%. Okay? So yan ang ginamit natin as the prudent diet. When you say prudent diet, it is the ideal diet for Filipinos na proper distribution. But it doesn't follow na ganyan ang intake nyo. Yan ang hahanapin natin sa experiment nyo, whether you're taking in that amount of nutrients. Okay? So carb is 60, protein 10, and fat is 30. How do I derive it now from the 2,400 kilocalories, no? So you multiply the 2,400, you want to get 60% from carbs, so times 0.6. Ito naman protein times 10, fat times 30, 0.3. Okay, when I get the kilocalorie equivalent, how do I convert it in grams? You divide it by the 449 rule. Okay, so that is the grams equivalent. So what did you achieve now? You achieved the dietary prescription for your patient or for you yourself. Your intake should be 2,400 calories a day in the form of 360 grams of carb, 60 grams of protein, and 80 grams of fat. Okay? Do we follow? So yan na siya. Okay? So this is what I will share to you, the food exchange list, no? If you have access also in the website of FNRI, pwedeng hanapin nyo lang siya. Meron ding listahan doon ng food exchange list for the Filipinos, ha? Okay? So yan siya, may vegetable list, may exchange. Bakit food exchange? Anything under that list has equivalent the same amount of energy and nutrients. I'll give you an example. Oh, ito ang food, vegetable A. Kahit ano dyan ang kainin mo, basta ang measurement, 1 cup raw or a half cup cook, will give you ilan. Check nyo nga yung table. Oh. Kunwari, pili tayo ng madalas yung kakainin, lettuce. Oh, yan, lettuce. Kumain kayo isang tasang lettuce. Lettuce, okay? Anong equivalent ng energy? Meron ba? Sino yung mahilig magsalad? Kumakain ng lechugas isang tasa. Meron ka bang amount of energy na intake mo? Yes or no? What's your realization? There's none. Correct? Wala. Carbo, protein, and fats, 0 in 1 cup of lettuce. Okay? And definitely, hindi mo siya mamumultiply sa 449, so wala rin siyang energy. Okay? So, but if I double it, I get 3, 1, and 16. Kaya kumain naman ako ng carrots. Isang tasa, kalahating tasa. Okay? Look at that. It gives you 3 grams of carb, 1 gram of protein. Paano mo na-obtain si kilocalories of energy? It is times 4, times 4. And here, wala namang 9. So, 12 plus 4 is 16. Okay? So, that's how you derive it. Okay? 16 calories lang pala yun, Doc. Kaya pala ang salad is not even 50 calories and I ate already 1 plate. Correct? So, what is the effect of a vegetable diet? It gives you the feeling of fullness without giving a lot of calories. What is our comparison? Let's move forward. Milk exchange, rice exchange. This is the milk. O, tingnan mo isang gatas. Isang cup ng gatas, compared sa 16 calories, ilan po? Isang baso ng gatas, 170 calories agad. Equivalent, it's even more than a cup of rice. It's equivalent to almost a cup of rice or more than a half cup of rice. This is the rice exchange. Okay? What did I tell you earlier? Ito dapat tandaan nyo mabuti. A half cup of rice is 1 rice equivalent. Okay? How many calories po yung half cup of rice? 23 grams of carb, 2 grams of protein. So how do you get 100? Times 4 times 4. Diba? Yung 449 rule. You get 100 kilocalories. Alright? So, Doc, pag in one meal, I don't eat a half a cup, but I eat 1 full cup. Oh. So, ilan ang energy equivalent ng 1 full cup? Ito, dodoblehin mo. Kasi 2 exchanges na yon. Okay? So, that's how you account for the experiment. Kunwari, in a day, in a meal, kumain ka ng bibingka. Hindi lang isang slice. 2 slice ang kinain mo. Yung kakanin na binasalubong sa'yo ng tita mo. O, diba? Ayan o, 2. Sabi ditong bibingka, 1/2 cup of rice na. Dalawang kinain mo, hindi lang isa, na ganitong measurement. So ilan ang kinain mo? Equivalent to 1 full cup of rice. 100 calories lang ba yun? Hindi po. 200 calories na yun. Naintindihan? So that you should estimate in your experiment also. Dok, hindi naman ako nagra-rice. Kumain ka naman ng bread. Do you follow? So you will see that in the food exchange list that you have equivalents of rice, bread, fish, whatever, and meat. Okay? So you account for that. Okay? Alright, sa meat exchange, meron din tayo equivalents. Okay? So this is the summary of how you will compute. If you have more, your intake is more than the serving, you can multiply it by 2, by 3, depende dun sa kinain nyo. Okay? So, the main thing is we always gain and gain and gain weight. So how do we maintain and achieve weight loss? Kunwari, kumakain ka ng 2,000 calories and you want to lose in a day, and you want, yung sa kanya, yung pasyente natin, 2,400, and you want to lose weight, okay? The effective weight loss is really 1 pound of fat a week lang. Oh my God, 1 pound a week lang? 4 pounds a month lang ako maglulose. Pero physiologic weight loss ka. Sure ka na fat yung tinanggal mo, hindi excess water, no? Okay? So, you lose 1 pound of pure fat. How do we do it gradually and physiologically? 1 pound of pure fat is equivalent to 3,500 kilocalories. I want to lose it for 7 days, 1 week. So, how do you go about that? 3,500 divided by 7, babawasan ko ng 500 kilocalories a day yung intake ko. So, yung pasyente natin kanina, ano yung compute natin? 2,400 ang intake niya. Para mag-weight loss siya ng 1 pound a week, ilan ang ima-minus mo? 2,400 pa rin ba? Dapat 1,900 na lang kasi nag-lose, babawasan mo siya ng 500 kcal. Okay? Dok, gusto ko pong mas malaki. Gusto ko 2 pounds ang weight loss ko in a week. Di gawin mo yung 1,000. Dahil lang naman Diba? So instead of eating 2,500 calories, 1,500 calories na lang kainin mo para mag-lose ka ng 1 pound of pure at 2 pounds of fats in a week. Okay? Dok, ayokong bawasan ng kain ko. Gusto ko lang mag-exercise. Di ba? The more you exercise, the more license you have for eating. Kasi nababurn mo naman Okay? So that's the equivalent. Dok, itong 500 calories, saan ko babawasan yan? Anong pagkain ang babawasin ko? Anong pinaka-effective? Are you aware, class, of the no rice diet? Diba? Huwag ka lang magkanin. Diba? Diba? May ganun Huwag ka lang magkanin. Pag hindi ka nagkanin, ito, this is equivalent to how many exchanges of rice, class? Ano ulit natin? Yung one exchange natin? Ilan? Ilan yung 500? Yung one exchange natin, 100 kilocalories. 5 ito. So, ilang exchanges to? 5 exchanges ng half cup of rice. So, ilang tasang kanin ito? 2.5 siya. Naintindihan? So, Dok, hindi ako kakain ng kanin sa breakfast, sa lunch, at sa dinner. Malulose ko na to. Diba? Tapos sasayaw ako ng 30 minutes, malulose ko na naman, 1,000 na. Diba? So, that's the basis for the no rice or low carb diet. Okay? Okay, so you know this already. When you see this at the back of the food labels, you will be able to appreciate it, the caloric equivalent and the amount of grams of food. Paano nakuha yung 250, class? Listen nga natin. Sige nga, paano nakuha yung 250 for us, this serving? Tingnan natin kung naintindihan nyo. Paano nyo nakuha itong 250 kilocalories? 449 rule. Tingnan mo yung total fat niya, ilan grams? 12 grams. Anong factor mo dyan? Times, ayun nakasulat yung 449. Nakasulat nga ba? Ay, hindi nakasulat yung 449 rule dito. Okay? Times, ilan yan? 9. Carb niya, 31 grams. Anong factor mo dyan? 4. Protein niya, 5 grams times 4. I-add mo yung tatlong yun, 250 calories siya. Okay? So, ganun ginagawa yung mga nutrition facts niya. Okay? O ito, magre-react ka ba dito? This is the equivalent to ilang cups of rice yan? 250. So, 1 and 1/4 cup of rice. O bang 1 cup of rice halos, di ba? O di okay lang naman yung kain niya na yan. Kung yan ang kakainin niya. Okay? Alright.